Hey, Bohemian with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings, and today we're going to do another one. We're going to do some messages from your muses, yes, to see your creative spirit crew, those who guide you. Sometimes people have one really dominant muse and they'll even know who that is and feel that inspiration. It can be, sometimes it's an elemental energy for others. It can be, some kind of almost mythological creature or folkloric type of being. It can be an actual guide, an ancestor, a deity that comes through. So we're going to go ahead and see what your muses have to say, your creative energy and channel in. I actually do muse work. I've developed a lot of different things in connection with the muse, and I work intensely with artists on things like that, using mystical resources and to tap into their muses, to look at their creativity as, their gifts, as their natal chart and things of that nature. Meditation, muse retrieval is something that I do, going and doing journey work to find your inner muse and things of that nature. So we're going to go ahead and do a video. I did one on live recently, but I've been wanting to really sink in and have time to do a muse reading, and that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and just for each pile, I'm going to just do some random drumming on the tongue drum and also do a little egg shaker here. Maybe colored on that. So we're going to go ahead and, see a little sound energy, because after all, this is creative for the muses, and you can go ahead and pick a pile, all right? So option one, let's just give it a go. And your rattle. That's option one. Option two. That's option two. Option three. That's what you have for option three. Completely random. But let's go ahead and pick your option, and I will see you on your timestamp. All right, for those of you who chose option one, let's go ahead and see your messages from your muse. So we're going to see when do your muses come to you, what's their auric energy. We're going to see their advice for you, but we're also going to see who is your muse, okay? So let's start with that. We have gentle and tempered passions. So your muse is a very, as it says, gentle spirit here. They're not the rougher types. Some muses are very persistent, really intense. They just kind of like fire on your head, create right now. They'll push you and push you and push you. Your muse is more gentle. They have passion energy, but they are someone who will just try to kind of caress you into doing your creative endeavors. They'll try to encourage you in very gentle ways that you are talented, you're gifted, go with your creative impulse, nurture your passions, find a way to let them kind of blossom within you. They are definitely having the energy of like a guide, having the energy of a big presence, but they more will energetically try to inspire you, create an ambiance energy. So these are going to be really important to see their kind of ambiance energy that they bring to you. They are spirits that are really good at mixing things, okay? So it could be mixed media, it could be the energy of like paints, because you mix paints. They're good at kind of alchemy of some sort. So you might use some kind of alchemical processes in your creative energy. You're doing some kind, it's like a temperance card really. So you're doing some kind of intermixing, interlacing of things. Could be weaving, right? You're taking different threads of color, weaving them together. There's some kind of bringing harmony to something contrasting that they really, really like to inspire you to do in your work. They wouldn't be very much inspiring you to something kind of like monochromatic or, that kind of vibe. They would be having you use a lot of different colors or a lot of different contrasting fabrics or, that kind of thing, and then bringing some harmony and making something very beautiful out of that kind of spectrum of energies or textiles or materials that you would be using, okay? But they bring a gentle approach to things. They help temper your energy a bit, okay? We're also going to pull and see how do they see you as a creator. So stay away, stay here for that. Stay away from what? I think it's to stay away from versions of yourself that aren't true as an artist. I think that's a big thing that happens when I do muse retrieval with people. They often have kind of negative misconceptions, usually programmed by society, of how they see themselves as an artist or their fears of who they'll be as an artist. So knowing how your muse sees you will help you know what to stay away from in those kind of mentalities, okay? I'm feeling to put this aragonite closer to you guys. So you guys have to work on unblocking your heart energy. This always reminds me of the valves of the heart, and it's really good at tempering energies, helping to get your passions and your kind of anger or aggressions, your active energy flowing in a way that is harmonious to your spirit and to your physical self, okay? So that could be something to consider here. Also getting a black dog. So some of you could connect with some kind of energy that's like a dog, something with dogs, or even a wolf, or a spiritual being or folkloric being that's connected to dogs in some kind of way. I did say black dog. I kept seeing a black dog. So it could also be that color. Maybe meditating, having the color black around could really inspire you, okay? We have tulips here as well. So there could be some kind of energy with spring for some of you, some kind of a spring deity. And we have white roses here. White roses are on the death card. And you do see deities that would be connected with that kind of crossroads energy that do have black dogs. So could be something like this for you guys, okay? Let's go ahead and see the ambiance, the energy they bring in. When do they come in and try to connect with you? They come in when you need some love, when you're having a bit of negativity, but you need to be more playful. You need to have fun. They actually interrupt your other work. They're definitely that muse. They try to get you in a different mindset and shift your mindset and get you into a higher way of thinking, okay? They'll definitely be the one that's like, you're working too hard at your practical job. You need creative inspiration. Let's go across the street and have some fun. Oh, look, there's a rainbow. Isn't today a good day? Like, get out of a negative, pessimistic mindset and let's have some fun. We have wind here. So there could be a deity connected with wind, could be heat. You guys might feel hot when you need to create. You might almost get a little uncomfortable in whatever, situation you're in. So they're gently influencing you, but they will kind of pressure you a bit to the point you might be like, oh, I really need to stop focusing on these bills. I've been agonizing over my bills for 12 hours today. And I'm just, you start feeling this pressure. I should just go for a walk. I should just go do something playful. I should pick up my guitar. You start feeling like this, like gentle, warm heat from them, right? Because it is passions. They are, a little fiery, but they'll just try to do it, shift your energy a bit. And they'll try to show you some little sign and synchronicity. Hey, you should be playful right now, right? Do something you love right now. Break up this kind of frozen negative energy that's bubbling up in you. Let your mind go somewhere else. Let your mind go to a higher realm. Follow a daydream. Let yourself have some kind of erratic. You guys could start hearing music. Someone works with wind instruments, because I'm hearing it. I'm hearing these ecstatic kind of notes, like they're caught in the wind, like they're blowing through the trees. You start having this, and you guys might try to push it away and say, no, I need to be focused. I need to be serious. That's not how the world is. So that's exactly when they come in and they're like, take a break. Your spirit needs a break right now. You need to have some fun. You need some other energy. We have water energy trying to come in as well. So they have a very air, wind, fire energy, the way that they communicate and the way that they create, okay? Yes, wisdom, intellect. They're saying you'll have the genius insight when you take a break and move away from the problem at work. So even if you work doing something you love, but you're like, how do I have my next genius stroke with this app that I'm working on? They're like, go have fun. Like you guys would be the tech company that needs to have like some like playground in your work, literally, because this muse being with you, that's exactly when they'll come and interact with you. They'll be like, take a break, stop staring at the computer screen, go down the twisty slide that y'all put in the playroom with the rainbows painted on the wall and the prisms in the window, and I'll come through and give you the most genius ideas or encourage you to your highest best, because they say you are very creative. Your creative mind is very ascended to be able to pick up very ingenious creations yourself. You can get there. You do have a high connection point with creative thought, with ingenuity. Okay, you do. So they would want you to tap into that and be aware of that. Okay. So this is the energy that they bring in. They're already giving you advice because, as they say, they like to give wisdom. They like to put you onto wisdom, but they come with love. They come more than one time. So, but you see how the rainbow, the second rainbow is always faded, and it's also inverted. So when you see double rainbows, one of them will be inverted. It won't go Roy G. Biv. It will go Vib G your. So once you kind of ignore this muse coming through, you might have to discern your ideas a little bit more. You might be like, oh my gosh, what did I just had the best conversation my character could say, but I ignored it. I didn't take a break. And now what was that conversation? It was something like this. Oh, what did they say? How did I phrase those words? So especially if you're somebody who does words for your creativity, you're a songwriter or an author or something like that, you want to make sure you're like in marketing or something where you need that catchphrase. You want to make sure you write it down and you listen, because this muse gets quieter and quieter. They're like, okay, I'll gently go away. I'll take my hands off of it. If you're not wanting to listen and play right now, you don't want to open up to your creativity. And as they do so, things get a little bit scrambly and then you have to decipher it yourself. And part of that also, one is just that them not being so pushy as a muse particularly, but also it's because they want to engage your mind, because if they can get you saying, wait, what was that tune I just heard? Oh no, I just heard, wait, what key was that? What was that in? If they can get you curious, they're like, that's how they try to get you into your higher minded creativity. So they're like, they'll tell you a song and then they'll start echo, 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 whispering it quietly and get you curious so that you'll take a break and be like, oh my gosh, no, I'm forgetting it. I'm forgetting my creativity. I better go do it now. Right, so it's kind of like a tease. It's kind of a tease because it is passions after all, just tempered a little bit, okay? They're not going to try too hard, okay? They ain't too thirsty, y'all. They'll flirt you into, well, you better come get it now. You better come be creative now. They're playful. All right, so let's go ahead and see their advice for you. Ace of Wands. So they say you need to be the active one. You need to, know how to respond when they flirt. Wheel of Fortune reverse and Chariot. Yeah, they feel like they're the passive one in this relationship, and you're the one who needs to be the go-getter. You need to be the chaser, and you need to not worry when the wheel falls off the chariot, or you need to do it till the wheels come off, okay? So they have, let's make sure you can see. There we go. These cards have white outlines, so we'll make sure you can see it. They want to make sure that, like, they would rather you overdo it to the point they're burnt out and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm out of ideas. Look at all these muses around. All of these muses with books. They're over here trying to learn, oh my gosh, I need to get some more ideas for you because you created everything I could come up with today. They want you to make their job hard. They're like over here, like, they're saying they're a very well-skilled muse at their job. So they like when somebody comes in that is a major creative and is like testing them, pushing them. Like, okay, I've written every song that you inspired me to make today, every single idea that you triggered for me. What else you got? Come up with something new. They love that. They would love to have somebody who would actually appreciate, their skills and guidance and make them have to grow in their craft, okay? Because they're like, most people won't even take the most obvious of creative insight that you give them. You give them a whole play, the words and all. You give them a whole dream with the entire movie intact, and they're still like, I don't know if it will work. I don't know, right? So for them, I'm seeing 14, 14. 14 is temperance. Temperance is exactly the energy here, right? The artist. That's art and 12th tarot. So, and it's the spiritual being that's come down to the physical world and is creating alchemy, creating something with art. So they feel like even when they show up directly in people's face, they're like, I don't know, maybe I'm not inspired. Maybe it wouldn't win an Oscar, you know? So they're like, they want you to be where you're out here with a wrench, putting the tire back on the chariot wheel because you done burned the wheels off because you are so far ahead. You are chasing those dreams. You are making this creativity happen. You're like, I might not even have all the lines in the scripts made yet, but I know I'm so inspired. We're going to ad lib some of these. We're going to freestyle. Let's start filming. Do we have a venue yet? Let's go. All right, let's go. They don't want you asking, yourself, can I achieve it? They want you asking, okay, is everything ready for us? Because we're about to roll up with the cameras. Let's go. Where's my canvas at? I can figure out what the painting is afterwards. I'm going to let myself freestyle this. They want y'all to freestyle more. Ooh, we got some rappers. They want you to freestyle more. All right, you're on the leakers vibes. Get ready. Get ready. Okay, they want you to grab the mic and think about what you're singing after you're halfway through the song. That's how inspired they want you to be. They don't want you get embarrassed by a hard knock. Okay, they said play devil's advocate with yourself. What if you're actually great? Ooh, what if you're actually phenomenal? Ooh, what if you are actually meant to do this? What if you're great at stealing the ship? Pirate, stealing the ship. What? I was gonna say sailing the ship. They said stealing the ship. So it's like this vibe where they're almost like you have to psych yourself out. You have creative you, and then you have you that lies to yourself. And they want you to stop knowing that you that lies to yourself and steal your creativity back from that self. Because if you that lies to yourself and doesn't believe in your creativity has control of the ship, you could sit there your whole life and think that you can't be successful with creative things, or that you can't utilize your creativity to, help and aid your successful life that you do have, things of that nature. But like, steal the wheel back from that side. Okay, because that's a whole lie. You are so creative, and you need to just let yourself go with your raw inspiration and go from 0 to 100. Okay, let's go ahead and see, how does your muse see you as a creator? Okay, how do they see you and envision you as a creator? Okay, letter T could be important for you guys. This just fell on letter T. We have temperance, we have tempered here, something with the letter T. Could be that their name starts with T. All right, for your name. Devil card reverse. They see you as being able to have it all, but needing to get off your own throat. Stop demonizing your spiritual gifts. Some of you were told that if you don't make a profit off of it, you ain't good at it. That's a lie, because to be honest, you walk up into many different community centers, religious places, you'll hear singers that are 100 times better than everyone we listen to on the radio, okay? You don't need to have an outwards financial marker in order to be successful at your creativity. Some of you also, the reverse, you've been made to be terrified of being successful in a physical world way with your creativity. You've been told you have to sell out, that you're going to be in league with negative politicians, right? There's all kinds of scary people from history on this. So they're saying, and they're showing TV, they're showing, they see you as somebody who can be free, because this is devil reversed. You can be free of negative programming, societal matrix BS. Okay, you can be free of being terrified in your industry of what you do or things of that nature, and you can do your creativity for you. You can be the Capricorn energy, the 10th house midheaven energy, the Saturn realized in a healthy way, and really rock your creative energy for high success, what that means to you. Okay, I hit the mic. What that means to you personally in this life. They feel like you are a builder. You can bring creative thought into the physical realm. Not everybody can do that to such a heightened degree. All right, you guys could be architects, because there's something with like building. You could work with sculpture or something very physical like that. All right, you might want to build a beautiful sacred center or whatever it is. You might want to have abstract art that challenges the system. Who knows what it is, okay? It's your idea, it's your creativity. So they're saying they see you as somebody who can forgo all the traps that people think they have to fall into if they're creative, and you can still create your full vision. It's very powerful. All right. They know that you can steal the ship back from all of this fear programming that's holding your creativity hostage. Okay. And no wonder they advise you to be the charioteer, because I always see the charioteers freeing themselves from the negativity of like the emperor or whatever the system throws at them, and having fought for their life, being able to determine their own destiny. That's exactly how they see you. So no longer give your music, your art, or whatever to these ideas of somebody else owning you, negative secret societies, the devil's music, all this kind of programming and lies that you've been told. Okay, allow yourself to be free. And as a wonderful, free person, a free spirit, create and bring phenomenal things onto this planet that only you can do the way you do it. So that's what I'm seeing, your messages from your muses here. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, for those who chose group 2, so sirens were going off as I was pulling your cards here between group 1. Like as soon as I finished with group 1, pause the video to shuffle your cards up, sirens were going on and literally didn't stop until I was done putting the cards down. And so I was feeling also from your muse the energy of read the advice first, like skip who I am and all this. So your muses come in and they're like that. They're very loud, they're very on point, and they immediately come in with advice. They're like I'm not trying to have all this, focus on our connection and our, like, as a mentor, they're like, what you need to know about is what you need to be about. You need to hear this advice. Like, it's not about our warm fuzzy connection all the time. It's what you need to do to be great. It's what you need to do to get your creative jobs done now. Okay, you need to focus on this. You need to hear when I'm coming through. That's how they work. So it can be kind of like that show, that movie where the kids all enchanted with a certain mentor they want to have, and then they become mentored by that person. They realize this person's about their business. They're not over here like, oh yeah, you're my fan, and all this kind of thing. They're like, we're here to get some work done. I'm serious about my craft. So your muse is serious about their craft, and they're serious about the advice that they give you, and they work in high intensity, and they expect you to be able to get through different crises and things by utilizing your creative insight. So this could be where maybe you're in an industry that is like go, 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 go. That's very changeable in certain ways, or your creativity is like that. It could be something that maybe it's slightly dangerous creativity. Maybe you work with fire, or molten metals or something of this nature. Okay, they're just pushing me like, let's go. Start giving the advice. 4 of Cups reverse. Oh, I did hear wake up out of your slumber, and this reminds me because it's a Cancer card, and they love the bed, y'all. Cancer rules the home. 4th house. So they could push your energies in your 4th house, in your home sector, and what you feel comfortable in. Okay. 6 of Wands. Yeah, get up off that thing. Dance till you feel better is their energy. King of Pentacles, Taurus. They're showing people who have a hard time getting up and getting active, bouncing back when you've had some kind of disappointment. Gemini, Taurus, Cancer, Leo. They're hitting the bottom, the personal sector. They're hitting you in the personal fields here, the bottom sector of the natal chart, that hemisphere. So they feel like you need to be active in your day-to-day energies. You need to be searching for creativity. Don't rest on your laurels. Literally, with the 6 of Wands reversed, they have the bay laurel wreaths. That means don't rest on your successes, right? People will get the bay laurels when they did that, when everyone had to acknowledge them because they were great, honey. They said, don't rest on your laurels. They want you to stay hungry. If you make a record and it's a hit record, they're like, you could fall off, all right? Muses could leave. Your inspiration could leave. You need to work while the inspiration is at hand, okay? They're also saying get up out the bed with partners and things like that. Don't only be creative when you have a partner to channel their inspiration, their clout, their energy off of. When you're getting validation from others, they don't care about that. They want you to be like very gully. They want you to be real with your creativity. And whether or not you ate today, whether or not you slept today, whether or not, your boo texts you back, you need to be doing your creative work. So they're like hungry that way. Like they stay, like they're muses themselves, but they stay like thirsting and like really just hungering for more creativity. They love to, continue creation. That's a passion for them. It's a real passion for your muses. They're like, we need to get ideas into this collective. We need to continue to shift the way things are. We need to continue moving forward. Like, let's not go back. This muse likes original creation. So if you're just trying to like rewrite the song you heard before, they're not with that, okay? They're not with that. I'm just getting worn out with that smoke. Oh, some of you, they're saying stop smoking out or whatever, doing all of this in order to think that's what's making you creative. They don't like overindulgence does not actually getting the job done. Again, they're that kind of rough and tumble mentor who comes in and is kicking their apprentice into shape. They're waking you up, throwing the blinds on. It's that movie, y'all. Okay, they're throwing the blinds open. They're saying, oh, did you drink last night? Did you smoke last night? Is that good for your vocal cords? No, it's not. Knock it off. You know, they're that kind of muse. They're like, get yourself together, get healthy. If your physical vessel isn't healthy, how are you going to do your best in your creative arts? Get it together. We're trying to make some changes here in the physical world. We're bringing down some creative insight that's going to change things, shake the world. And that's just beautiful and needs to be like, respect your craft. That's what it is. Respect your craft. Respect yourself, respect your tools, respect your gift, okay? Even and especially when others don't have respect on you. They get very motivated when people are doubting you. They get very motivated when a project bombs or doesn't have recognition in the physical world. They're like, oh, wow, you just got embarrassed at the award show on live TV? Great, it's time for us to go to work. Get up. No, you ain't crying around and drinking and this and that. Get up. Time to go be creative and to bring in that new energy, okay? Let's go ahead and see. We'll see more of their atmosphere. This is just their advice, but their energy, their atmosphere, who are they? Let's see who they are, what they say. Soul path. So they see themselves as actual guides as well. So they're not just tapping in to bring little creative inspiration to you. This could be why they're like this, because they're saying, I guide you for your life path, your soul's goals as well. So I have no boundaries. I really have no boundaries. I will pop up when you're on the toilet, okay? I will pop up when you're in the shower, and I'll be like, let's go. They're banging on the shower door. Let's go. Bathroom door, you done yet? You've been sitting in there spacing out on your phone. How is that helping your creative projects? Is that giving you genius ideas in there? Okay, I mean, if you can create in the shower, you need to hop out and make sure you're getting it down on the piano. Okay, don't just be thinking about it in your head. Let's go. So they really feel like they help your soul's path. So you guys could have where it's important to your soul's path that you're utilizing your creativity, that you're getting out of your head, that you're expanding in some kind of way, that you're doing something artistic. All right, so they push boundaries. They are known for that. They could be associated with color red. They could be known for having some kind of wild hair. They could be known for having a very phenomenal life, for really being successful, having some high success in their life with what they did with their creative energies. All right, this could also be a being or deity who is known to do away with boundaries. They're known for getting rid of blockages, for opening roads in some kind of way, okay? Yeah, for sure. This earring looks like a fingerprint here, so they could be known to be associated with hands, for reading people's hands, for knowing people's destinies in some kind of way, for contributing somehow. I'm also noticing the space between the nose and the lip, so they could be. It's taking me specifically to the story of, in Jewish tradition, there's said that the reason we have like the what is it called? The Cupid's bow is because we know the secrets of the universe before we're born. And a spiritual being says like Shah and taps right there and tells us it helps us forget some of the universal secrets, tells us, shh, don't tell too much to the world you're going about all that is, like keep some of that secret. So they could be known as the being that even helps spirits being born. I feel like this spirit is definitely saying, I helped create your life path. I helped you pre-plan what you wanted to do here. It was, you knew you were going to work with me. Like it was planned. I've helped, carry your spirit. I've helped you through even the process of birth. I've helped stay around you. So I'm seeing like even when you were laying in your crib, you felt inspiration. You felt creative ideas. There were certain things you came here to create. You already had the creative idea, the kind of guidance, maybe even the mission from the spiritual world to create or do certain things when you were here, which is why there's such a pushy energy here from the spirit being, okay? They know that they're meant to guide you and they help you here. There's like a charm, right? It's like a horseshoe, a charm over the Cupid's bow. So it's like this look in your eye, even from a young age, that you didn't forget all of the secrets, that there's some caveats there, and your particular soul contracts and stuff, your soul memory, that you remember some of these messages, these creative insights coming in. Even these cards are feeling like they're glowing and like showing how you have this magic on your head, this insight here from the spiritual world. So this is why the spirit that guides you, your muse, is so passionate. Okay, they feel like boundaries, even Bugambieya here on this shows that boundaries that would be there for others, limitations that would be there for others, for you are just a guiding path. It tells you what doors to go break down, what glass ceilings to shatter, where you need to make sure you have a seat at the table, your voice is heard, and you are creating what you need to talk about and dismantle. Okay, what you need to hear is kind of like taking trophies away or taking recognition away from something. So some of you could do some kind of dystopian kind of creativity or something like that, or where you're making people aware of like what statues should fall or what monuments should fall. Again, they're saying you're not doing something that the old generations do. You're doing your own new thing. Okay. Yeah. This would not be an muse that would encourage you to like sample a lot of other people's content or sample a lot of people's, even like if you're making a record, they wouldn't want you to go with a lot of samples. They would want you to do your own ingenuity and creativity moving forward. Okay, they wouldn't want you to like start recreating 80s records or something like that. They'd like, okay, new sound, let's go, new generation, let's go. All right, with all respect to previous generations, but you're someone who's meant to do something new. All right, let's go ahead and see their atmosphere. Trending, morning glories, popularity, reputation, image. So they have worked with this before. They've been a muse for a long time. Like I said, you might even appreciate some of their work. For some of them, they came down to earth and also created. They were very popular. All right, they were very skilled in what they did. They were successful. They're a muse. What can I say? This, for some of you, this could have been someone who ascended. So really ascended as a muse, because when they were here on the physical earth, they were a human person, but they did very, very, very well in touching the collective, bringing in, genius ideas, inventions, creativity, things of that nature. They shattered the glass ceilings in a lot of ways and were very popular. So popular that it just really elevated their energy, elevated their kind of spiritual status in a way. So that's definitely possible. So this person brings in the energy of, they are the hit maker. Okay. There's someone who can make manifestations be real. There's somebody who can stand out in the midst of all of the clutter, the confusion, the indecision, this and that, all the tit for tat. There's somebody who can really circumvent that kind of energy. They're a being who gives you very good impulse in random situations, inner voice, discernment here. We have snow twice and we have thunder. So thunder, snow, and snow, scattered showers and morning glory clouds. So they could be connected to some of these kind of keywords or imagery in some way. Okay, we have an umbrella here, protecting from the rain, protecting from a hard time. So for them, like what can seem like a huge setback or just like travesty or something to other people in the physical world, to them, they're not worried about it at all. They're also really good at knowing how to affect public perception. They're very good at being able to take what others see as, again, some kind of negative situation and flipping it to a positive thing for their image, for their artwork. They're that type of muse that can help someone recreate themselves through their art, help someone reinvent themselves, help shift, again, public opinion and collective opinion, and guide kind of the mentality of others as well. There's somebody who can manifest some kind of abundance or success through creative energy. And really there's someone who, the way they work as speaking as your own consciousness. So you might just be like, oh, I'm getting this urge. I should get out of bed. I should get up right now. Why did my alarm go off? Did I set that? I need to get moving right now. I should make this move. I shouldn't let this get me down, right? I should go ahead and still put my work out there. Who knows? I might set the trend. So they'll encourage you like it's your own inner voice, right? Because they've lived this, they've breathed this themselves. And they're like, telling you nothing can get you down. So you might be like, why do I have this drive? They connect with that part of you that does have this belief in yourself, that does have this drive to continue to push yourself to innovative thought, to continue to push yourself to a leading edge, to a creative inspiration, and to say, I don't have to follow the trends. Like, I could really do this my own way. Like, they're doing squares, I want to do circles. Like, it's just different. So why don't I support myself in that? Let me not sit here and think, oh, there's too many snowflakes in the sky. How can I be seen? But instead realize that there's a unique shape. There's a unique place to fall for everybody. So, maybe I'm just doing something. I want to fall on Goat Mountain. Maybe I'm just doing something different, okay? All right, I'm letting it snow in a different way. Let's see how they see you as a creator. Okay, how do they see you as a creator? Okay, connecting with your muse with all honesty, accuracy, and clarity. How do they see you? Oh, wow, the home of ideas. The Page of Pentacles in this deck rocks hard. Did I not say the horseshoe? Did I not say that this nose ring reminds me of the horseshoe, with you being lucky and kind of touched in some way in order to be a creator who has an opening to the other side? There are two horseshoes right there. Said what we said here. And I could totally see this. Everyone I've known that looks like this, they always end up getting a septum piercing too. Some of you might have it. Oh, yeah, they're growing well, huh? Good job. You planted it. So we have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy here. They see you as being able to come up with an idea and immediately implement it. Okay, we have Scorpio here in the background with the skull and the scorpion here. We have Aquarian energy here. We have very creative energy. We have a Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius, or Pisces energy. That's Jupiter there. We have an Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They feel like you can tap into any different idea. We have Capricorn energy, more Scorpio here. We have a Fish, Pisces. They feel like you can tap into any idea, any type of other person. You guys can observe others. This person's a tattoo artist, okay? You could be a tattoo artist. They're a sketch artist. They're someone who can draw. They can do fine art. They can do paintings over here, all right? They're a model. They're posing here for an image. There's someone who's doing an interview. Okay, they could be doing a documentary here. They can have products that they're packaging and sending out to other people. Creativity. They could be someone who's modeling shoes, doing something with shoes or clothes. Like, what are they not doing would be the question. They got some beverages and drinks here, okay? They could be doing something creative with some kind of restaurant work, some kind of, beverage industry, something of this nature, okay? They got paints and colors and inks and all of this going on. Could be doing something cosmetic, okay? Could be someone who's even doing some kind of physical, like plastic surgery, cosmetic beauty kind of thing, okay? They definitely got a fresh cut. Okay, they got glasses. They could be designing how people see the future. They're a visionary. Okay, so whether you're coming to your creativity through someone that's in healthcare, you're coming to creativity as someone who's in some kind of import, export, some kind of business that you help people get resources that they need, the products and things that they need for life. Whether you're somebody who is, the framer, like, everything's so important. If you ever put on a show, like with an art gallery, like, every single person is so important. The person who creates the frames for the artwork, the person who is, organizing the vision of the gallery, right, and picking the artworks in the collection. Every single person is important. The person who's helping hang the lighting, all of that. Every single person's a creative in that situation. So you guys might be somebody who you like to work behind the scenes, right? You like to be there when the interview's happening. You're helping people know how to get the tech set up. You're helping people get the lighting right. You're helping people do the stagecraft stuff, right? This is a stage. Let's say this is a set. You're the one who built the set. You're the one who's the director behind the camera. There's so many ways to be creative. They feel like it's endless. They say that you are a good apprentice. And if you go ahead and put your mind to it, you can make anything happen. I feel like for this group, don't be afraid to be scrappy. Don't be afraid to do all the different details in your craft. Your muse says if you are passionate about your craft, you should be able to do everything from the ground up, or be interested in it, and not look down on any roles. Baby kept yelling pea water in the background because she's been gardening over here. Very Page of Pentacles. She's a Capricorn. And when we water the plants, when the water comes out and it looks kind of weird because it went through the soil or whatever, it looks kind of gross. So It's TMI, but she calls it like the pea water of the plant. So she was feeling a little bit like anxious because there was the water there. So I paused the video and emptied it for her. Everything's good, right? You're a good gardener. It's still going well. So I feel like here, your muse is like be gully. Don't be too stressed about the dirty work of your job. You know what I mean? Don't be too prissy about things. Don't be afraid to learn about why a certain result came out in the creativity that you did, in the project that you did. Because, it's good to learn. This would be like the actor who's an A-list actor, but they're still sitting there interested with the sound guy, with craft services, with every person. They're so interested and just in love with every detail of how a project comes together. Everybody's different job. They might even take different times where people know to humor them and to teach them because they go around set and they want to know, like, wow, this is how you crafted my fake nose for my character. Wow, this is how y'all prepare, the food that will, be staged and the food will actually eat in this scene. Like they would be interested. This Page of Pentacles energy would be interested in every part of their craft and not see anything as too unseemly, too lowly, or whatever to look into. So this is how your muse sees you. They say, be the Page of Pentacles. Be inquisitive. The Page of Pentacles is a student. Ask questions. If you don't get it, because the Page of Pentacles is earth energy, they can need to see a real world example. They could need to do something to understand it. Okay. They have to kind of learn the hard way sometimes. They need to physically participate in what they're doing in order to really let it register. But then they become so genius. Anything that they have done, they already carry like the mentor wisdom with it because they learn it the right way and they learn through experience. So this is saying, don't tell yourself that you can't do something until you try it. And then until you practice it. You are someone who needs to practice your craft. Get your practice hours in. Get your hands on it. Even right now, baby just came and handed me some Play-Doh. It's like wanting me to help her sculpt it and do it. So I'm literally having hands-on technique as I'm reading this card for you. And that is the vibe. They're like, some of you want to make jewelry and different things. Okay, learn your element. Okay, study it. Learn what it's like to work silver or whatever it is that you're doing. Practice it again and again until you have some kind of relationship and connection with it, and you understand how you come to it, how your hands work with it. You understand what people are saying. So when they reference your craft, you're like, oh, I totally know what that's like. Yeah. In the cool down process. Yep, I remember that because I did that. That's how your guys' creativity works. And that's how it becomes very solid. It becomes very tangible. It becomes something you don't forget because it wasn't just some random thing some professor told you in a class. You guys work better apprenticing with somebody and doing stuff in a real world situation to pick up and learn your creativity and hone it versus sitting forever in a class and never having practical application. So that's important for you to know as well. All right, I'm going to let you go. I feel like there's so much advice that your deity comes, your spirit crew, your muse. I feel like for a lot of you, again, they're a guide or they're a deity. They have some other major hands-on importance in your life than just a creative muse who's jumping through with, a few ideas. Okay. But I feel like they'll continue to download and advise you. And that's what I'm seeing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to your muse. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for Baby Magic interacting here. And I will talk to you guys on another one. Bye. All right, for those of you who chose group 3, sound 3, okay? Wow, your energy of your muses. There's a few that wanted to answer, not just one. Each group, muses do tend to travel in packs a lot. Sometimes they're very solitary and dominant. The first 2 groups actually just had like solitary energy coming through. This one, you have like a gaggle, a group of muses here coming through, an inspiration of muses, we can call them. And yes, they are ready to chat. There's an intensity also with this group as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Who is coming through? They're very hilarious. One of them is kind of bored. They're just like everything bores them. Nothing's excited enough. Nothing's invented, that hasn't been done before. So they'll almost challenge you through being like, boring. They're like that friend who's you feel like you did your best Broadway impersonation ever, and they're just like, is this what you're gonna do on stage, friend? Because I don't know. They have a very sardonic kind of energy. They're like, entertain me, impress me, right? They're gonna inspire you by being that person in the back row who just won't applaud no matter how spectacular you are on stage. And they're just like, I saw this in Venice, in 2008. You're like, oh, shook. What? This is my new. So they're going to challenge you in that way of just being like, okay, creative energy. There's like a little sundog over here, like, I'm loyal, but I've heard this before. What else can you come up with? Entertain me. Then we have the one who's allowing, the muse who's just like, okay, yeah, that could be cool. I'll roll with it. I'll support you. Yeah, you should allow your energy to flow. They want to make sure that when you get this feedback to try harder and try better, you don't close down, but yeah, okay, we could roll with this. They're the one who says, helps you improv. They're the one who helps you say, well, okay, let me try this idea out for a minute. Let me see the look. Turn. Okay. Should we go with the, I don't know, the feathers. Let's try it. Okay. So this is the muse that helps you listen to what your assistants are saying, listen to feedback. That says, hey, try this or try that. Entertain this idea for a minute. What do you think about this? Okay, so that's a good energy to have. So it's a good mix so far. Okay, your other muse, this one's hilarious, is magic reverse. Do you see the look in the eye? Do you see the look in the eye? And then we have anger here, dropping anger. This is the muse who is going to be, they're fiery, they're angry, they're aggressive, they're fire energy. Okay, this is the one when you see those fire sign divas, okay, who just start tearing it up on stage, okay, and they're just like in this fury. It's just like it's a madness. You hear about the ecstatic madness that can come through with muses, where it's just like there's a hectic creative, like you usually hear that around Aries creators, Aries songwriters, where people around them will be like, it's like a storm, it's like a wildfire took over in the studio. It's just like watching them work, there's an energy that comes over, there's a fervor, there's a passion that comes over them, and creating kind of energy. That's this muse. Okay, this is that passion, this is that I'm staying up all night, I'm staying up for 7 weeks until it's done. This is, we have to do this now, let's go this way, let's go that way. So really they balance each other out. You have the one who's never impressed, the one who's all about full on going with your passions and impression, and the one who kind of balances in between and is like, okay, yeah, let's kind of take all ideas. It's possible this might not resonate with everybody, but I could see where you're going with it. Okay, you have those who are kind of considering the audience, or those who might participate in your ideas, your creativity, and your inventions. And then you have the muse that's like, I don't care, I must create, and the public can take it. Okay, they will take it how I give it. Do you understand? Okay, straight diva. All right, straight diva kind of energy. So these are your different muses in your muse collective. Let's see the energy they bring through. Feeling yourself. Wildfire, y'all. Reverse here too. Kool-Aid, drinking the Kool-Aid reverse. So they want you to be original. Negative energy. This is the group of muses where they want you to stir up stuff. Period. They want you to be strong enough that you can create, whether anyone understands you or not. Regardless of how anyone else is feeling, you're feeling yourself, and you will only do the work that is you. So if you're an actor, you say, I don't do that. No, I don't wink. Okay, it's what? My character, I'm going to wink at the camera. No, I don't wink. I stand like this. You see the pose? They want you to have a strong identity as an inventor, as a creator, as an artist, period. Okay, when you're passionate about something, you will do it over the top. But when you're not feeling something, you don't drink the Kool-Aid. That's not your style. It's not your sound. It's not your look. It's not your color scheme. It's not what you do. It's not what you do. So you're not going to do it. You're going to let people know. Down the drain with that idea. It's not what I do. I'm bored. Okay, you could feel things very intensely as you become a creative, and you might know that. You're somebody who could be a method actor. This is the inspiration of your muses, their atmosphere. They pull you into it. They pull you into fully expressing the creativity that you're doing. They pull you into a confidence. You guys could be the ones that people perceive you as having a different persona when you're creative, because you snap into like your solar energy and this fire energy so much that people are like, who were you on stage? Like, what? Even if you're a quiet demeanor, because I'm seeing someone actually over not here is giving me this energy of like someone who, like, let's say you just up there, you're a quiet DJ or whatever, but this energy that comes over you, this focus, this confidence to your work just starts getting wilder and wilder. You start getting more confident, dropping that beat. You start getting more confident. All right. You don't need to hear the feedback now. All right. I listened to y'all a little bit. I tried what you said. Now I'm in my own zone. Leave me alone. Be quiet. right? Y'all don't know about this until you start getting into this mindset. All right. They see you as I'm seeing like they see you as how they would like to encourage you. So how they would like to encourage you is to not care about negative feedback when you're working. It's like kind of the vibe of, you know, even the haters can love it and I'm not worried about them. Now I'm to the point. I already considered, you know, a little bit the feedback, cool. Now I'm totally in a different zone. Who cares at this point? They want you to talk about negative things. They want you to talk about what needs to be burnt down. They want you to talk about what you're not effing with. They want you to they want you to be feeling yourself. Okay, you could definitely be like, rappers would be a good example for this. Talk about it. All right, what needs to be burned down? What needs to be teared down? What are you not messing with? Okay, what do you want to challenge? You guys could have fire placements in your astrology as well. You could have your Neptune in fire, your moon, your Venus in fire, your Mercury in fire. So you need to express some kind of, or you could even have Aquarius energy. So it's like you need to express what you want to demolish, what needs to change. Okay, in some capacity. Let's see their advice here. They gave a lot of cards. It's supposed to be like 3 cards, y'all. And they were hidden major arcana magician. Again, y'all could be very skilled with technology. You can use multimedia for sure, because the magician can connect with all suits of tarot, all aces. You can channel in. You can literally actively, as you are on stage, channel in your muses. And that could be where you do kind of let them take over a little bit. Sorry, I hit the thing. You do let them kind of influence how you're moving, how you're dancing. You channel in your characters as an actress. You actually channel in this different vibe, this different energy. Okay, you have that capacity. You have the capacity also to say how much you want to tap in or not. Because some of your muses are bored unless you let them really create. Okay, unless you're going to let them come down and, you know, be on the record with you. They're kind of like, okay, whatever. I guess we just hanging around. Like, but when you're ready, like, okay, come on in, let's go. All right, fully. Let me feel that energy. All right, come on stage. Let's, you know, you can feel it when people have performances like that, right? Or when somebody will suddenly create something and they'll say, I don't know what came over me. I just felt, you know, a different energy, or this was straight from the spirit world. Like it was just that kind of vibe. You guys have that type of energy. You can be a creative channel. Just like someone can channel spirit, you can channel muses, okay? They're saying you need to allow yourself to break open your consciousness more. That's their advice. Break open your consciousness, all right? See what you can dismantle. See what you can shake up. See what you can do differently than the way it's been done. See what you can uncreate. See what you can challenge in your industry. Look at this. It's justice reversed, temperance reversed. Speak on injustice. Get it off your chest. Speak about what you don't like, all right? Speak about what you want to change. Speak about who you really are. Feel yourself, your energy, right? You could be talking about yourself a lot in your art for like 100%. Like your art can be like self-portrait type energy. Or if you're an inventor, you could definitely be an inventor. You're inventing what it is that you would like to see in the world, what you need. Okay, Fool card. It's like this energy, be reckless. Fool card with the Wheel of Fortune going round and round. Like, let yourself be reckless. Let yourself be carried away by your creativity. We have the Star here. Do you see these major? This is why I had to keep pulling cards. Do you see the major arcana? Your muses don't play. When I tell you they will channel in on your head and they know that you're a creative channel. You're a muse channeler. So you can bring in these insights from the spiritual world and let them, like, this is the energy, like, let them ride you is kind of the vibe, is what they call, it's a way of saying it in ATR. But basically you can ride your creativity. You can get in that zone where people will be like, man, you were on something else today. Like your energy, you look different. You look different today. You know what I mean? You guys could be good at doing that kind of glamour energy. This would be brilliant for actors. Brilliant for actors, because this could say if you're playing so-and-so who was a king back in the day, you can literally channel them or a muse who's similar to them in your work, period. It's that kind of vibe. Yeah, you guys are probably the most connected at being able to actually side by side or energy work with your muses. Okay, but they're saying don't be afraid of rejection. They could care less. You're meant to be ahead of the curve. They said who cares if people recognize you or not? You will be recognized because a star can't be hid. So at some point People will have their aha moment and get it. This could definitely be the group where you anticipate that some of the things until you're gone from this world, people won't fully get your full brilliance because they just can't see it. Like if someone is like the sun is in their eye, it's like you can't see it, right? You know how your eye kind of blacks out if you stare at the sun. I know we all have been kids, okay? Some people, sometimes you still look at it, it was the sun, I forgot, I looked. That's the energy here, right? They're seeing sunspots. So it's like it's impossible for everybody to completely see the vision of who you can be, even yourself. You might even, if you let yourself be fully the creator and the inventor that you can be and the artist that you can be, you still wouldn't fully comprehend yourself until you're in the spirit world again and see the full impact of who you could be. That's why for some of you, your muse is somebody who's been a creative before here on this planet. They've been known for it. All right. They've ascended as a muse on the other side because of the sheer amount of talent and their connection to the muses that they were able to bring into the physical world, and how they were able to change, style or, iconography, things of that nature, images. Okay, they could be beings who their music, their art, their images, their language sustains to this day. All right, or it's the kind of the cornerstones upon how we see things and look at things in certain ways to this day, even if that's been kind of grossed over by others. We have all different signs here. We have Aquarians. So if you're wondering, you want to shout out, we have 3 of Aquarius right there. We have Sagittarius. We have Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus moon specifically, Mars and fire, Leo, Aries, Sag. Let's see how they see you as a creator. For this group, how do they see you as a creator? I think you already see they think very well of you, which is why they stay on your butt. Because imagine if you didn't create. All right, 9 of Cups reverse. They see you as wasting your talent. Look, they don't mince words. Jupiter and Pisces, especially if you're a Pisces, they're saying get off your, happiness reverse. You're not happy because you're not being who you should be fully. Even if you're someone who's literally, like I said, I know I got people who are in very creative. That's what you do. You're known for it. You're known for it, okay? They're saying you're not going to the level you could be. You're not being as fully yourself as you could be. You're not putting out your creativity to the level you should be. You need to create as if the world is going to need your inspiration and your new material for decades and centuries after you're not even on this planet anymore. That's how you need to create. All right? You need to pour it all out. Leave nothing left uncreated, undone. Document it. Put it out there. Because they're saying, again, you're so ahead of the curve that's why they don't worry about feedback right now. Like, listen to feedback that will help you be a better performer, a better creative inventor, a better creative mind as you are doing your different, even if you're someone who's in business. This says, though, I'm not going to lie with y'all. They say you're not just like a business person who wants a little creative thinking. Like, you are meant to be someone who is a creator, period. It's who you are, and to not do it, it's kind of like the energy they're like, I just keep getting gross. Like, that would be gross. Like, if you didn't, like, it'd be sickening, okay? In the not good way, if you didn't use your gift. If you didn't use your gift in some way. Someone, they're saying you're just trying to be a mukbanger or something and like waste your talent. They're not with it. Some of you, because of how you're treating your body and what you're putting in your body, you're messing up your health. They're like, knock it the blank off. Like, you need to be creative. You need to be doing what it is you came here to do. Right here. There you go, baby. Yeah. So take the tough message because it's tough love. Because they say you could have your wish fulfillment. You have the Star card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 9 of Cups in your reading. Are you kidding me? Can you make it? Yes. Should you care about everyone else's opinion of what making it is? No. You should be caring about your art, and that's it. You should be one of those people who only cares about bettering yourself in your craft, helping to express the changes and the experiences that you need to articulate and express, and taking care of yourself so you can do it for a long time, and make sure that you leave nothing said undone with your creative endeavors and things before you leave the planet, okay? Don't just think about getting rich quick so you can lay up and, eat yourself into oblivion kind of vibe, okay? So I'm going to put that up right for you. But yes, your muses say, look, when you come over here to the other side again, we're going to be right here. All right, so we're going to make sure. And if you didn't give it all 100% and really put yourself out there in all of your performances and all your creative endeavors and everything, you're going to hear about it. Okay, we're going to have it. We're going to have the video. We're going to make you watch it in all the cringiness. Now, if you create cringe just because you're around so long, let's say, because you're doing your career so long, you look back, you're like, ooh, that was some 2023 cringe, huh? It's out of style now, but dang, I was flying my time. Those kind of things, or if you made some mistakes in your learning, they don't worry about that. They could care less. They say, who cares what other people are perceiving? This is the actor where no matter how weird you're looking, are you creating the best of your character? Are you learning? Are you working through the cringe moments to discover your character, to get the best authentic performance of what you're trying to depict? It's that kind of mindset. All right. And those are people who become legends in what they do. They might have the strangest different habits or processes behind the scenes, but it's because they're letting themselves fully unfurl and get through the rough moments to create. And that's what they want for you. Okay. So get over self-consciousness. Self-consciousness, your muse could care less. I'm seeing 58, 58. Okay. So you might see those numbers when your muses are around. We have a ton of other numbers here. We have 16, 14, 12, 5, 9, 10, 1, 0, 11, 17, 2. We have 12 or 3. We have 1 again. Those could be significant dates of projects you're launching, or your birth date, or just numbers that your muses will show you. Basically any numbers here as well. Remember, you do have a collective of muses. In when we say muse, where that word comes from, people think of like the Greek tradition of muses, but there are 9 significant muses in there, and we have a 9 here. So I feel like all of your muses are present. These are just a few of them that step forward. Okay, I feel like they keep wanting to chat, so I'm gonna go ahead. I do notice when you connect with muses, they end up being very, very chatty and kind of dragging on. So I'm going to go ahead and click off now. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Much love and blessings here to everybody. Thank you to our muses coming in. Baby Magic for sharing our time. 59:59 I just saw. We're on for 60 minutes now, which is 6 is the number of Venus, creation energy. I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye.